Hello, people of the internet. Just reading my email and decided I needed to go out and blow out some cobwebs. Thought I'd bring you along, turn a camera or two on. Okay, I'm Jerry Minomoto, out for an afternoon ride, if you would call it. I was sitting at home, just working like normal, and personal email, ding, ding. That seems to be the time of year for new stuff and advertisements. A few weeks ago, I did a video about reintroducing a new old camera that I previously had, the Insta360 X3. It was just a brief little, I liked it, I sold it, I wish I didn't sell it, so I went out and bought a new one. Then a week or two later, it wasn't even a week later, after the video went up, they released the new camera, the X4. So I got a lot of comments and DMs about, oh, are you sorry you bought the camera? We got the new one. And I have to say, no, I'm not sorry. This product, I loved it. I went out and got another one. I mean, it's as simple as that. Now, the new camera looks really good on paper. The specs, the fellow community members are raving about it. And that's what kind of brought up today's topic in my head. When do people in the community, riders or whatever you're into, turn into salespeople? When do they cross that line where they're just pitching something to you, and at that point we are just consumers? A recent example of that was the Ace Pro camera by Insta360. They came out with a new camera. Looks cool on paper. For about 2 weeks, the YouTube cycle was just raving about it. Everyone that got this camera, everyone that was given this camera, the bundles with it, oh, all this equipment is so great, and look what you could do, and it's really something evolutionary, because instead of making the sensor really large, they went ahead and added a chip to enhance AI features. So it's new technology. There's going to be growing pains. I understand that. But no one, those first 2 weeks, talked about that. Everyone only gave us the pluses. And these are channels that I watch, and I don't want to say lost respect for, but people, that I had respect for. And they just turned into pitchmen, or women, if that's your thing, for these products. And it wasn't until a couple months later where you really started to see these cameras ended up in the hands of users like me, probably you, and started to hear some negative results. Things weren't as rosy or as peachy as the initial unboxing videos, reviews say. Problems with people's color, problems with, the focal length is a fixed, like 35mm equivalent. That's, kind of far away for vlogging, but, and there's fixes for it, and, they're going to come out with updates to make sure your face doesn't turn red. I'm sure. I mean, it's a great company. I'm very happy with their products that I've owned, but where were the initial responses about, hey, I'm seeing X, Y, or Z, or, when do you guys feel people start selling out? Is it when you get free stuff in the mail? Maybe it's how big does your channel get? Are you relying on YouTube solely for your income? If that's the case, I get it. You need to pay your bills. And as consumers, we need to think a little more critically when we watch those videos. I know I have a whole bunch of people that I watch in rotation pretty much all the time that I know I've grown to trust over the years, and I appreciate what they had to say. And a lot of them, I've done it, unboxing videos. We spend our hard-earned money. We want to share what we got. Or I know the Pan America, when I was putting stuff up, there wasn't a lot of us sharing what we were doing with the bike. So, I thought I was doing something productive, maybe, besides making videos, which I like doing that. But where is the responsibility? Where do you say it's too much? Generally, if I see paid promotion, my alarm bells automatically are going up that, am I going to get the whole story? There are some smaller channels that I'm friends with creators that I really like how they do their product reviews. Bikes, Beers, and Brews, Krackens Garage, UCM. I always mess that up. UCMPIGS. They they not only give the positives, they talk about the negatives, and that's okay. I mean, if you're a company that's putting out products, not everyone is going to like it, and that's just how it works. But that's okay. I like hearing the stories about when they reach out to the manufacturers and the manufacturers respond back. I mean, they may not have a fix for whatever the issue is, but just them responding back is a pretty big deal. They care, they're listening to their consumers, especially when we're buying it with our own money. I mean, a couple years ago, there was that whole Rorock, thing. All these big influencers that a lot of people trust were swearing by this helmet. Once it got in the hands of consumers, there were some non-happy people. Some even cut the helmet open, tried it out. So this made me go back and look at some of my reviews, and some of the stuff I did was a lot of open box or install videos, comments on how I like things or did the quality look good. But I feel what I did a little bit different, especially when it came with the Pan America. I did a couple update videos as I went through the different mileage, and I talked about what I've done to the bike, what I liked, what I didn't like. I talked about when I had some highway pegs that didn't work well for me. I did some clothes reviews, which for most of you people, that's not a big deal. But for big guys to find stuff that's functional and fits and works good, that's kind of a big deal. So I shared it. You can see that gear in my videos. I mean, stuff I love. The built ventilated jacket, did a video on it. Gloves, Odin, MFG. Is that what they call it? Yeah. Love these gloves. They're my go-to gloves. What should I be doing? Should I be putting links in there? I'm not trying to sell them. I'm not trying to influence anybody to say these are the best things, but this is what works for me. My seat. I purposely waited till I hit 10,000 miles on it before I posted anything about it. I thought that would be fair. Should I be doing that with other stuff? Maybe we shouldn't be doing the opening box install videos. Should we be waiting? Should we be putting miles on stuff? I don't mind the opening box. I get excited. I enjoy watching people get excited about what they're spending their hard-earned money on, or even if it's free, that is okay. But keep showing us the stuff, in the videos. I know so many people posted about those Insta Ace Pros, how much they loved it. I don't know if anybody's using it. The vloggers I watched that bought it, I think I've only ever seen one. And for being the premier camera, it's like a B-roll camera on their handlebars. They're not even, using it for the face view. So I don't know. Maybe someday they'll talk about, oh, I like this, or why I didn't get rid of my GoPro, or whatever they're using. Follow up with stuff. That would be awesome. Talk about your gear that you're using. I mean, we always think that, why are they telling us about all those affiliate links at the bottom of their videos, or their notes, memoir, whatever the hell you want to call those things. Are they doing it to sell it, or say, hey, I'm using these products, I'm endorsing them, sort of, and so try them out. If you want to see what I'm doing, there they are. Maybe that's something we should all be doing. I don't know. That's kind of why I like the comments, at least in YouTube. I'll ask, hey, what is that you're using? Or, hey, I really like that. And maybe that's the benefit of just being a little teeny tiny YouTuber. I talk to people, conversate. I never liked that word, conversate. But maybe that's the way to go. Maybe I don't know. That was just my little rant that I had. If you have anything to say, put it down in the bottom. Where's your threshold? Where do you think you lose trust for someone online? It doesn't even have to be someone you subscribe to. I think almost all my traffic is from people I don't subscribe to, or people that don't subscribe to me. I get the product if I'm talking about something, but just in general, what do you care? So I'll throw this up in the feed. It'll be hidden in a bunch of Raw Rock videos this week, I'm sure, until the next new thing comes out. And until that happens, I'm going to keep riding. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be kind to each other. This is Jerry Minamoto signing off.